From the boxing section on the last update date, Lawrence Okolie is undefeated in 18 fights and holds the WBO title. Lawrence Okolie, David Light, WBO lightweight title. Location: Our Arena, Manchester. Date: Saturday, March 25th. Broadcast radio commentary on Radio 5 live from 2200 GMT. Live text coverage on the sport website and app. I felt like wasn't being respected behind the scenes that I thought deserved. On a winter night in London in February 2022, Matchroom's Eddie Hearn applauded from ringside as coach Shane McGuigan led world champion Lawrence Okolie to victory over Polish rival Mikhail Cieślak. Briton Okolie successfully defended the WBO halfweight title for the second time, raising his undefeated record to 18 wins. But when 30-year-old returns to the ring for first time in more than a year against New Zealand's David Light on Saturday, he will do so without Hearn or McGuigan by his side. Instead, Ben Shalom's boxer supports Okolie's third defense, and coach Sugarhill Steward, who is known for turning Tyson Fury into an aggressive 4-foot fighter, will lead the corner. As Okolie prepared for undefeated rival, he split his time between Steward's Florida training base and new residence in Dubai. The Londoner moved to the Middle East shortly after his relationship with Matchroom organizers broke down. She had spent all of her professional babysitting with Hearn and Matchroom. I started negotiating with my old supporter, Hearn, and I didn't like what came back. It didn't feel like a priority and I felt like I was overstepping my bounds in that organization, says Okolie. That was the first need of change. Okolie has reached a deal with Boxer to bolster his mandatory belt defense against Light. Matchroom still believes Okolie contractually owes them another fight, and the champion disputes this. When you have a power like Matchroom, financially and legally, they think they can bully you, Okolie says. Win, lose or draw, I will stand on what I stand for. Okolie has also terminated its partnership with 258, a management company founded by two-time world champion Anthony Joshua. It ended amicably with 258, but it was the same with Matchroom. You just get to a certain stage, says Okolie. I know how much I be paid and what fights I should and not get. I feel like a student again. Shane McGuigan linked with Okolie in 2019 before breaking up this year. Steward is now the man employed to help Okolie choose his opponents. The American is a world-renowned boxing teacher who trained at Kronk Gym in Detroit under his uncle, the late legendary trainer Emanuel Steward. Emanuel's methods made the most of long-reach, long-powered staplers such as Lennox Lewis. Okolie's height 6 feet 5 inches and range of 82 inches fit the mold a typical Kronk warrior. I really believe in a lot of what he said and I'm really excited to one day be able to practice everything we've talked about, Okolie says of his new coach. It's a camp, so I can only add so much. I'm excited to win this and see what more I can add in the next camp. I feel like a real student again, says Okolie. I'm not saying I didn't learn with Shane, but it's a completely different perspective, as if all boxing was science. But I'm just learning biology. Now I'm moving on to chemistry. The Cruiserweight champion is on good terms with McGuigan and hints that their breakup was more circumstantial than a choice he wanted to make. I no longer train in the UK, says Okolie. A lot of things were going on in England that had the opposite effect on me being a boxer and a boxing champion. Okolie is now led by American trainer Sugarhill. Steward McGuigan has been praised for improving Okolie's technique and leading him to a world championship in 2021. Before joining Steward, Okolie asked McGuigan to train him in Dubai. McGuigan, who is based in London and has trained a number of other fighters, including heavyweight Daniel Dubois, declined. When asked what Okolie had lost by breaking up with him, McGuigan said, "Business-wise, being around people who aren't involved." Being around the people who are into this boxing business. Not the people around you or the lawyers trying to get you into this business. If they're like Lawrence Okolie and they want to live in Dubai for tax reasons. Start a business and study abroad. I can't stop it. I hold no grudges if that's your decision about your life. Okolie admits that financial reasons played a role in her decision to leave the UK. But the choice to immigrate to Dubai, leaving your loved ones behind, was still difficult. It's hard being away from my mom. We talk enough on the phone almost every day. We're still in constant communication, says Okolie. Being away from my mother, younger sister, friends and family in England was the hardest. It's tough. But I believe it's only for a while. I'm listing a lot of things that will benefit them. I feel like a soldier going to war or a businessman going to work.